Hey, it's Megan Lorson back with another video, and today I'm going to show you how to take professional looking headshots with your iPhone. So whether you're applying for a new job and you need a new headshot, or you need to update your bio, or just have an updated picture of yourself, or just updated photos for your social media, whether it's Instagram, LinkedIn, I'm going to show you how you can get a professional looking photo with your iPhone. Before I show you how to do that, just want to give you a couple tips to help you get the best possible and most professional looking picture. So tip number one is going to be, you're going to want to find a space in your home, or whether that's inside or outside, or maybe it's your work area, your salon, or anywhere. You want it to have a solid background. And by solid, I mean it should be all white, all black, even gray is fine. You don't want a lot of colors and textures and patterns. Brick is fine, but again, you just want to make sure that it's more of like a solid background. And then also you want good lighting. So right now I'm currently in front of me is two windows. So this wall back here would actually be very ideal to take some headshots. I'm going to show you guys some headshots that I took because I needed to update some headshots of mine personally. So I'll show you those, and I'll show you the wall that I took mine on. I actually took it in my home office because all the walls are white in here. So I just put the camera up on my tripod, ring light, and took some pictures. So I'll show you guys what those look like, and I'll show you how I did it. So the first thing you're going to do is pull up your camera on your phone, and you're going to go to portrait mode. And portrait mode is what you're going to take these pictures in to get that professional looking picture that blurs the background and really focuses in on you and your headshot. And I personally like to tap over on the studio light coloring. There's also like natural light. I personally like the studio light. You can do whatever you want, and depending on what iPhone you have, you may or may not have those options. But if you have the portrait mode, highly suggest to do the portrait mode. It's one of the better options. And what you're going to do is flip the camera around so it's in selfie mode, so I can see myself right now on my phone. And what you're going to do is get a tripod or a ring light stand or something that can hold your phone if you don't have someone else that's able to take the pictures for you. If you're able to get somebody else to take the picture for you, flip the camera around and use the front camera instead of the back camera. But if you're like me, I didn't have anybody to take them for me, so I took them myself and put it in selfie mode, and I flipped the camera around. Okay, my baby girl Hunter is gonna join us for a second. You guys just heard her over there. Anyways, gotta do what I gotta do. So I did 3 different outfit changes. You guys don't have to do that. It's totally up to you and what you're looking to get out of the headshots and what you're wanting to use them for. So here are my headshots that I took. You guys can see what they look like with the outfit changes, and I'll show you guys my setup and how I personally took my pictures. Real quick, I want to show you guys my setup. So here is a blank wall right here in my office at home. So this is the wall that I used for those pictures that you guys just saw. So what you're going to do is stand in front of the wall, but you want to stand several feet away from the wall. Alright, so you want to stand a couple feet in front of the wall. This is going to give your picture some depth and make it look even more professional. And like I said, I've got my phone propped up here on the ring light stand. And you're going to put it in selfie mode if you're taking it by yourself. Make sure it's on portrait, make sure it's on the light setting that you want. Again, I like the studio light. That's what I took my pictures with, is the studio light setting. And then I put a 3-second timer on, so that way I wasn't pushing the button myself, because I wanted it to look more professional than just a selfie. So I put a timer of 3 seconds on, and you just want to shoot from like the waist up. It's just a headshot. You don't need to get a full body for just taking a headshot. So you just want to get the waist up. So adjust your tripod to where it's getting only your waist up. And then I've set my timer on and just pose in front of it. And a couple tips for posing is if you turn your hips and your shoulders this way, and just kind of look at yourself in the camera first and make sure that you like how it looks, and that way when you hit the timer, you know how to pose in the way that you think looks the way you want it. So just play with twisting your hips and your shoulders until you get the right angles. And then also a little tip, when you are taking your headshot, when you go to smile, and sometimes it gets a little tricky to smile because you feel like you're faking the smile almost. So a little tip is if you say hi when the smile comes, or when the timer goes off, it'll make your smile look more real, and it just helps overall. So it'll be like 3, 2, 1, and you just say like hi, or just like mouth it. And it makes it look more real and not such a fake smile. I'm also going to show you how I edit them really quick. So this is the before picture. It's not bad, but it's a little bit more dull than I'd like it to be, I guess is the best way I'd like to put it. So I'm going to use Snapseed to edit it, and I don't do a lot of editing, but what I'm going to do is hit Tools, and then I go to Tune Image, and then what I'm going to do is, right now it gives me the option to brighten it, so I'm going to turn up the brightness to like 13, just a little bit, and then I'm going to save that, hit the little check at the bottom, and then I'm going to go to Contrast, and I'm going to turn the contrast up to 15, and then hit check to save that. And then I'm going to go back to that and hit saturation, and I'm just going to turn it up to 2, just barely. And then I'm going to go to, I got the menu up again, and I'm going to hit details, and then I'm going to scroll up on the screen, which is going to bring it to sharpening, and I'm going to sharpen this image a little bit, and I'm going to put it up to 15. So it just brightens it up a little bit, so it's not so, it makes the image look more like crisp and more like professional. So I just do a little editing. I don't do a crazy amount of editing, but just a few little tweaks, and it really brightens up the image. Okay, let me know if you guys have any other tips for taking professional looking photos by yourself at home or your workspace. Let me know if there's anything I missed, or if you guys have any other tips and tricks. I love reading your comments. And as always, if you guys have any other video suggestions, let me know in the comments below. I read all the comments and I try to respond back to everybody. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe.